What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about the 3-inch DOA Shrimp. So about a week ago I picked up a 9-pack of these DOA Shrimp. Came with the root beer color, the gold or the glow color, and the gold color. It came with 3 of each, and it was really my first time ever fishing these DOA shrimp. And I kind of tested them out, caught some trout on them, as you guys probably saw. And overall, I think they're a really great lure. They're really simple. I mean, they come just pre-rigged with a single hook. They have a weight in the bottom, gives them a little bit of weight. And they're really simple lure to fish. I mean, you just cast it out, give it a couple pops, like a little shrimp working its way along the bottom. Overall, I just have 2 complaints about them. And they're kind of minor complaints at that. My first is they're not completely weedless. I mean, as you see, the hook sticks out the top there. It is a single hook, so I mean, when it's going through grass like this, you know, typically the standing grass, you're not going to catch a whole lot. It's just going to pass through that. But you will occasionally catch some grass on that hook, as I found out while I was using these. Also, the second thing about these is that they just don't have a scent to them. I know they say they're stuffed with bait fish, but they just smell like plastic. I mean, I just smell these things and they don't smell like anything other than plastic. They smell like new plastic. That's one of my complaints. The gulps have a very good scent to them, and you know, if the DOAs had a compatible scent, I think these would be a really truly amazing lure, just in my opinion. So one thing I thought of trying is, what if I take some of that gulp scent and just put these DOAs in it? And I tried that before with some Z-Mans, and I know the Z-Mans kind of melted. They got deformed and the plastic got all screwy. They're that Elastic plastic that's really stretchy, and it reacted to the gulp scent. So I tried it with these gulps. A couple days ago, I put some gulp scent in this waterproof plano box with 3 of these DOA shrimp, and I'm going to take a look at them here, and hopefully they have not deformed. They look okay. They look still like a normal gulp. I mean, sorry, like a normal DOA. They smell like the gulps, which is good. Still smell pretty nasty. That's a good that's a good thing. They smell like that shrimp. But this one I noticed. So this gold I'm noticing is a little off-colored. It got a little cloudy. If you can see that. This one was not soaked in the gulp, and this one was. So it got a little cloudy. Overall, the plastic seems about the same. It doesn't seem like it's melting or anything. I just know that, I'll show you one more time, that gold there got just a little cloudy. That's one thing. Let's check the root beer color here, see if there's any difference. Yeah, same with the root beer. It got just a slightly different discoloration. Not much. You can see this one here was in the gulp. This one was not. Just a slight little discoloration. Nothing that I'm concerned about. It just yeah, just slight discoloration. The plastic seems to be in good shape. The legs aren't falling off or anything. Smells nice and nasty, so that's good. Redfish like nice and nasty, I guess. The glow, yeah, so the glow is a little different as well. You can tell, especially on the tails on the glow. So this one was not in the gulp. You can see the tails kind of clear. And this one was in the gulp. You can tell that tail is clouded up. Here's them side by side. So yeah, it discolored them a little bit. Besides that, I'm not noticing any difference. Obviously, I mean, this one smells like plastic. This one smells like the gulp. So, I mean, obviously, I'm not worried about a little bit of discoloration, a little bit of cloudiness. I need to, I'll fish these this weekend and test them out and see, you know, I'm still not sure how well are they going to retain the scent. But overall, I think that it's better than nothing, at least, soaking them. So again, it's just this, this GULP scent you can just buy in a little spray bottle. And I just put it in this waterproof box here. So I better not spill any. I'll smell like this for days. I put it in this waterproof box. And, you know, it's kind of a handy little box. I can just carry this along with me in my paddleboard, throw it in the cooler or whatever, and have a couple gulps in here. So, like I said, this has probably been about 5 days now that they've been in here, and you know, only a little bit of color, only a little bit of the discoloration with the color. The plastic seems to be pretty well intact, so you know, I really don't even consider that any negative at all. So hopefully these will work good and retain the scent well. So I'm going to try them out this weekend. Hopefully get some good hookups with them. But I just wanted to talk about these for a little bit. Like I said, I'm really liking these DOA lures overall. That was just my main complaint with them, was that they weren't scented and they just smelled like plastic. So if that is the solution to my problem, I think these are going to be a really amazing lure. I really do. And you can also rig these weedless, I know. I mean, you can take this hook out and you can rig just a weedless worm hook on these. I think I actually have one rigged up over here, weedless. It's just not as... So I've got one rigged up weedless, just like that. And it just doesn't seem to be as good as another soft plastic rigged weedless. And the reason for that is there's just such a thick body on these that in order to get some good hook spacing in there, the fish is really going to have to push down hard on that. And you also really truly need a wider gapped hook than this. You really need a wide gap in there in order for this soft plastic to cause enough distance there on the strike to result in a secure hookup. So, I mean, you can also, I have seen a way of rigging them weedless through the tail. That's one other thing you can do, and that represents a little more of a fleeing shrimp. You know, a shrimp that's, you know, when they scoot fast, they scoot backwards, and that's what that emulates more or less. But for me, it's just not. I just don't like it as much. It just seems like they're a little more flimsy that way, so to speak. And so that would be kind of that situation there, where you rig these backwards and weedless. And supposedly you're supposed to get a better cast out of it in this way. They're supposed to be more aerodynamic. They should be flying through the air like that. Should be a little more aerodynamic, and you get a little more distance out of them. That's what I've heard. But I'm not in love with this method here of doing it. I don't think that's a way I would personally fish them. I might try it once or twice, but if I was going to go weedless, I would just go traditional way, the first way I had it rigged up, just straight through the front of the nose. But again, you want to get a wider gap hook than this. This is not going to be a wide enough gapped hook to get a full exposure for a good hookup on the strike. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys out if you're in the same situation where you want your soft plastic being a little more scented. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Got some cool videos coming up next, so stay tuned and I will see you guys next time.